I'm good. How about you?
Awesome. I'm very good. Good to talk to you again, Aliyah.
Yes, how you remember me. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, what are you gonna do today?
Today I chose the topic separating toys by gender.
Nice. Okay. So, do you have children?
Yeah, I have two kids.
Okay. Do you think do they separate toys by gender at toy stores in Korea?
Yeah, in Korea we separate toys. We separate toys by gender.
Okay. Do you think that makes it more convenient for the shoppers to find what they're looking for?
Yeah, I think so. So when I want to buy a gift for my son, I can go to the aisle for voice, and then yeah, if I want to buy my daughter's present,
Mhm.
yeah, I can go to aisle for girls' present. So
Right.
for me, yeah, it's very convenient.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So, why do you think people want to separate the toys by, or not separate the toys by gender? Is there a good reason, or is it just going to cause confusion and make people spend more time looking for what they want?
Mm, um, Currently, most stores separate toys for girls and boys, but some
Hmm.
people think it's unfair because um, children can lose the chance to um, play some toys because
Hmm.
toys are separated. So people want to give more chance for kids without any prejudice. So that's why in America, some stores, try to not to separate toys. I think.
Hmm. I see. Do you think it's a good idea?
Hmm. Yeah, for me, it's not good because
Okay.
as I told you, I think I have my son is older than my daughter,
Okay.
so we have a lot of toys for boys. So when
Hmm.
my daughter was born, she could play toys for boys. So
Okay.
at first she was interested in toys for boys, but
Uh-huh.
time went by and now she attends a day care center and there are
Hmm.
a lot of girls and they share their interest. So nowadays my daughter asks me she want to buy toys for girls. So I realized girls are girls like that. Even in my house there are a lot of toys for boys. At first she seemed interested in it, but now she is interested in toys for girls.
Okay. Awesome. So, uh, do you think that if the toys were not separated, if they were all mixed up,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that boys would choose the same toys they already usually like to play with, and girls would choose the toys they already like to play with, or would they choose the traditionally opposite gender's toys?
Um, I think most of girls and boys would choose uh girls girls would choose girls toys and boys choose boys toys. But I think there are some children who are neutral. So
Ah.
yeah, I heard uh, one of my friends was worried about her daughter because she is a daughter, so she thought she has to like a doll or ribbon or those kind of things. But
Yeah.
she isn't like that. She always
Right.
liked a car or anyway toys for
Yeah. Yeah.
boys. So I think some children are not like that. And then this policy would help kids, yeah, neutral kids, kids who have neutral uh, nature, yeah, yeah, it would be good for them, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I totally agree with you 100%. Yeah. I think most boys choose toys that boys like, and most girls choose toys that girls like naturally.
Yeah, naturally.
But there are some neutral children who like the opposite type of toy for their biological gender,
Mhm.
and that's okay too. No problem.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think if they somehow if they go to the toy store and they wander around,
Mhm.
they're gonna see all the different toys eventually anyway.
Mhm.
So if you see something and you're interested in it or attracted to it naturally, you will gravitate. You will go to it
Mhm.
naturally without any, I think, social expectations, especially
Mhm.
if you're young and you haven't been socialized around many other children or playing with toys.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's just going to happen that you'll be fascinated by something and go to it, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But if toys are mixed, I mean, toys for girls and boys are mixed, then if my daughter, yeah, goes around in the toy shop, and it takes more time to get
Exactly.
yeah, what she wants. So
Right.
anyway, in my personal opinion, I prefer, yeah, toys are not mixed.
Yeah, what are they going to do next? Are they going to mix up men's clothes with boys' clothes and girls' clothes and women's clothes and old ladies' clothes and baby clothes? It will be very disturbing to try and find a men's suit,
Yeah.
but all you can find is dresses and children's clothes and baby clothes, right?
Hmm.
If you want a men's suit, you go to the men's suit section, right?
Yeah, right.
Uh, and they will like do the same thing with food.
Hmm.
They're gonna put snack food in the produce section and the
Yeah.
fruit section. I don't think so.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
everything has a reason. Yeah, so that's
Right.
why, yeah, it was like that. So I think, yeah, it's better to stick with the current system. But some toy shops can try the new system, so they can, yeah, find out it would be good for children or not, and then, yeah, they will change the system again, I think.
Okay. So they can try. You can also use the word experiment. Some toy stores can experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's great. How often do you go to the toy store with your children?
I don't go to a toy store, yeah, that much because,
Ah,
yeah, buying toys online is much cheaper. So, and my kids ask me to buy a specific toy. So I
ah,
don't go to a toy shop. I can just to search it online, and then, yeah, I just to order, yeah, the toys.
I see. But
Mhm.
there's something very nice about shopping offline. It's kind of because you can touch the toy, you can see the size of the toy actually,
Mhm.
and there's a kind of excitement. I think
Mm.
sometimes it's nice to go to a toy store and look around because you can see a lot of different things, and the experience is uh, more tactile.
Mhm.
You can smell the toy store, you can hear all the toy sounds, and you can see all the different types of toys all in one place.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I think it's like an experience
Mm.
of going to a store, and also you can learn how to use money.
Mhm.
When you buy things online, you can't see like the money, like when you're spending money,
Mhm.
it's disappearing right in front of you. If you saved it,
Mhm.
then you can see it disappearing and you can see how much you're spending. But if you just use a credit card online, it's
Mhm.
just a number and a card, and you don't see anything that you earned. So you if you see something disappearing like money you earned and
Mhm.
you worked for it, then it can teach the children a lesson about, if you work hard for money, it has value. You don't want to just spend it because then you won't have it anymore, you know?
Mhm. Yeah. It would be uh uh edu how can I say educational. If
Yeah.
yeah, I take my kids to a toy shop, but most people pay by credit card even yeah
Uh-huh.
in at a toy shop
Uh-huh.
and uh and then yeah my kids can be attracted by many toys and then it's
Right.
really good to give them their own decision. They can choose what they want, but
Yeah.
one thing I'm worried about is I can yeah buy toys what they want, but after that when we get back home and then they play with that toy for several days, but it's not that good. So they realize it's not that fun or yeah interesting. So yeah, just 10 or 5 days passed by,
Mhm.
and then they just that toy was stuck in a certain place. So it's yeah a waste of money. So that's why I try to search on the internet for a long time, and then yeah try to find out what kind of toys would be good for my kids. So just
Mhm.
choosing a toy on the spot would be good, but it has also yeah bad effect.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mhm.
But isn't it like that with everything we buy? Like we buy something and we think, "Oh, I got a new pair of shoes." And then after you wear it for like a month,
Mhm.
it's like, "Oh, yeah. I want another pair of shoes. That shoes is already old." And
After
so,
1 month.
well, it's like you wear a new shirt and it's really exciting for like a while, but then it becomes a regular shirt to you. So
Yeah,
then you want to buy another shirt. So I think human beings get bored with things they buy rather quickly.
yeah, I think so too.
They become acclimated or accustomed to it as normal. Before it was special, but then it just becomes normal and they want more, a different,
Mhm.
something new.
Yes, that's right.
So, do most of the toys you buy online, do they play with them over and over and over again, not just one week?
Yeah, because my husband tried to search what kind of toys can play for a long time, and then he thought it would be good for him to uh, play with my kids. So in that case, he chose it. Sometimes we
Mm.
just go to a toy shop and then yeah give my kids a chance to choose it. But most of the case, I think 90% of uh, 90% yeah we just buy toys online.
Mm. Okay. So, how long does it take to receive the toys?
Just if I order it in the morning, then I can get it next day. So
Wow.
yeah, in Korea, delivery system is really good. So we don't
Very
need
good.
to yeah wait for a long time. In America, I know it's different. So it takes more than 7 days. So in that case, maybe I will buy toys yeah just offline.
2 week. Oh, say it one more time.
Uh yeah, if I lived in the US, I would buy toys yeah offline.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, it takes a long time. I think like a week,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 3 days to a week.
3 days.
Three
If
days to a week,
to a week.
maybe 2 weeks.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Generally, it takes a week. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So, wow, the next day. But
Yeah.
I read an article yesterday that
Mm-hmm.
people buying things online is causing a lot of traffic problems and congestion in city streets.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one of the topics that will be talked about in the future because it's an article
Mm-hmm.
from the website where some of the articles are taken from. So it's very, I think it's very interesting case that the online shopping, instead of people going out and buying, the delivery services are going out and delivering, but some people still drive around doing other things, and so there's a lot of extra traffic because of online purchasing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, right?
Yeah. But just if delivery man, we can compare the number. I think if
Mhm.
all people go out and try to buy something offline, and delivery man uh, would not be that many as people who want to buy offline. So
Right.
I I think yeah. Uh, is it the story about Korea? You mean the article
Uh,
is about Korean?
I'm not sure. I think it was just about cities in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cities in general are congested because people who live in cities shop online a lot.
Yeah, it can be, but I haven't heard about it. So yeah.
Mm. So, uh, so how often do you buy toys for your children? Just the birthdays and Christmas, or are there other occasions when you purchase toys for your children?
Once a month. Yeah,
Oh.
because they need something. So, uh, it's for example, bicycle. My son's friends are riding bicycle, but my son doesn't have it. Then even it is not his birthday or Christmas, but uh I can help but yeah buy it because I don't want my son feel uh how can I say, he is the only kid who don't have a bicycle. So
Ah, I see.
mhm.
All right. So does he ride a bicycle now?
Yeah, uh, I bought him a bicycle 3 years ago. At the time, yeah, it was not his birthday, but I just bought him a bicycle because yeah, he was the not the only, but there were many friends who already had the bicycles. So yeah, that's why I bought him a
Ah,
bicycle.
okay. How old is he now?
He is 7 years old.
17?
No, 7 years.
Oh, wow, that's great. So is he riding a bicycle by himself without training wheels?
Yes, without training heels.
Okay,
Korean age now now he is 9 years old in
okay,
Korean age.
okay. All right. So I started the first time I rode a bicycle without training wheels. My 16-year-old neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
his name was Bobby. He helped me to learn when I was 5 how to ride a bicycle by myself.
Oh, not your father didn't help you?
He was at work
Oh.
and it was summertime
Uh-huh.
and my mother was in the house doing housework and I was playing outside.
Uh-huh.
So he took the training wheels off my bike
Oh.
and he taught me how to ride it without the training wheels in about an hour. And I was really
Oh.
excited. It was so cool.
Oh, he was really nice.
Yeah. He was my neighbor who lived in the house across the street from my house.
How old were you at that time?
5.
5. Ah. Wow.
International age, 5. And he was 16.
Mm.
Yeah.
16 boys don't want to play with a 5 years old boy. Yeah, just in most cases, but he was, I think, a really nice guy.
Yeah, and this was back in 1973.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1973, neighbors were very friendly,
Uh,
and all the children in the summertime played together in the street in our neighborhood
um,
because we don't have school for 12 weeks.
okay, yeah, it was totally
So,
different.
and my mom was very close friends with the parents of with his parents, and he also had two brothers and one sister. So it was a big family.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Um, I think my mother was taking care of my 3-year-old brother, so I was outside playing with the other children.
Wow, you are an independent boy.
Exactly.
Good.
That's great. Well, it was really good talking with you today. I hope you have a really good weekend. Our class is over. Leah, do you have any
Yes.
questions for me before we go?
Yeah, I don't have any question.
Okay. Well, take care, and I'll see you again next week, okay?
Okay, thank you for today's lesson.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye bye.